Yo, what's good, LA? Y'all listening to Lost Element on KQBH 101.5 FM. You know, today we got another real one in the studio. If y'all paying attention, y'all probably seen her name up. But without further ado, how we do it on this show? What you write?
Hey, my name's Gwen. Am I right, Gwen?
That's right. Alright, so, just tell us a little bit about where you grew up and how you got into graph.
I grew up in South Central in the projects. Got into graph because one of my best friends was, he used to take me to Sunken City to write, and I could just watch him the whole day.
Yeah. That's right. So from it started off at just Sunken City, you're just watching your friend. Did you pick up the can there too?
So he actually passed away. So after that, I started picking up the cans. I guess to just remember him.
For sure. Man, sorry about your loss. From there you said you picked up the can, remember his loss.
Yeah.
Do you remember that first tag or first piece you did?
Oh yeah. It was horrible. It was just a doodle. I was like, let me see what's the fuss about. Just started doing little doodles, and then I was like, wait, I think I kind of like it. I fell in love with it. So I was like, I started practicing, and just started getting a little bit better. Still practicing,
For sure. So, from there, you started, getting up, putting your name out there. Did anyone help mentor you early on, or put you on game, or did you just, it was all self-taught?
At the beginning it was self-taught, and then I started meeting OG writers. For example, one of them is Virtual. He's helped me out so much with the letters, the structure. And then I met Choicer, and he's helping me out as well with the letters. There's shadows, telling me letters gotta go all the same because I was making them wonky.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man, you brought up letter structure, learning that. Can you just tell the people out there who aren't in the graph game or know about writing why structure is important?
Because your piece tells others who you are, and you can tell when someone's doing it for fun, or it's in their life, that's who they are.
That's right. Was there a specific moment where it's at first you started writing where you're this is someone writing's a part of who I am?
When I just started keep going back to Sunken, just life be hitting, and I just need an escape, just keep going back there, practicing. Then I started hitting the freeways, and then I guess it was that rush.
Yeah.
Where you have to sneak. So yeah.
For sure. I want to ask about your creative process. You said you had these mentors, but you got a pretty dope style. So I want to ask what your creative process is when you go hit up.
Just making it my main thing is making it feminine, especially in a male dominant field. The girls don't really get that what's it called?
Recognition?
Yeah, pretty much. They're very low key, and the guys don't help, so yeah.
So I want to ask you about that. You said graffiti is a male dominant sport, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it being representing all the female writers out there?
It's hard being a female in this type of field. You got people doubting you. You got people putting you down, saying all crazy stuff. Then you got the people that they just compliment you just because you're a girl, instead of letting you know hey, you can't do that, or this will help you. But yeah, I do it mostly for the girls. I want them to be oh wait, she's doing that. And the kids, they be seeing my style and they're oh my god, you did that. Yeah. And I was yeah, you could do it too, you just gotta practice.
That's right. Man, you brought up practice. Like, what are some things like you do to practice? Like, is it black books or is it actually going out there and hitting up?
So a lot of people told me in order to get better with the styles, I gotta practice on the book first. So I hit the black books nonstop. Whenever I'm bored, whenever in the morning, nighttime, whenever I just start doodling, start making the letters better. And then once I'm like, okay, it's time to hit the streets, then I go to like chill spots like Sunken, the train yards, and I just go and like first throw whatever comes to mind, and then just seeing what I need to do better, what needs to be fixed, stuff like that.
For sure. Like you brought up like train yards, like you said freeways, chill spots like Sunken, maybe the bunkers too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots. There's I think that's another reason why I love doing graffiti, because you like the views from like downtown LA, from like oceans right here by Palos Verdes. They're amazing. They make you feel some type of way.
Yeah, like touching on that, like I always say like once you like start doing graph, you look at the city different.
Yes, definitely.
You know, like once you start writing, you're like, this was here the whole time. And
yeah.
Like, now you're looking for little cutty spots.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like you catch yourself turning while you're driving.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, what does that say?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Or even like those little landies you never noticed before.
Yeah, your friends too. My friend, she literally was like, she's like, I didn't know nothing about graffiti before I met you, and now I catch myself looking at the walls like, what are they trying to say? Or if I find your stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, exactly what I do it for.
That's right. I want to ask you about that. Like, has anyone ever like you know hit up a piece and said like, oh, I seen your name
here? Yeah, they I've had like 2-3 pieces where like I be practicing and they're like, wait, you do that? I seen your piece over there, and I was like, oh, it's still rocking? Like I usually just paint for fun, like just because I still don't go and throw up like that. I'd rather practice to get better than have my name like everywhere in the city. So I'm like, that's cool that the little small ones are like getting recognition.
Yeah, that's what's up. Like you know, like we have listeners out there who don't know about graph or writing, so like just let them know like what that feeling is like when someone recognizes the name or sees you up.
Yeah, it's a rush. My friends are always like, wait, where did you go? Like, because I go to bandos too. They're like, I want to tag along with you. I want to see what you see. And I'm like, you should go, definitely.
For sure. Man, you brought up like different spots, but I want to ask you like, what's your personal favorite thing to go hit up on?
So for practicing Sunken, you can never go wrong in Sunken. You see different styles. You see a lot of the OG writers there too, the new ones. But for big pieces, I want to say bandos, and then
the freeways.
Yeah, well the freeways are like 1 in the morning. Those are good.
Yeah. The rush from the freeways, man, that adrenaline.
Yeah, hopping fences and all that.
No, that's right. So like you brought it up, like it seems like you're really about the quality of your work, you know, like
Definitely.
rather than being consistent. So like how do you balance it too, being consistent but also like elevating your style?
I wouldn't say like it has to be in the moment. Like maybe one day I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna just go bomb, randomly go throw up some hearts, some letters, or I'd be like, it's time to go practice and like take our time. So I like go into a store and buy like 3 boxes of like paint and just take them sunk in, just be there non-stop trying over and over and over. Yeah.
That's right. So I think earlier you brought it up, like you're a Wonder.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason why you're running Wonder, or you waiting for like different applications, different crews?
I don't know. I feel like I want to build my name first, and be like, people are like, oh, that was you, instead of being like, oh, she's from this crew, or yeah, I seen her with this person, or I want to be like, oh yeah, that's Gwen. I've met her. She's chill. Her style's dope. You know.
Okay, that's right. Build your, build your name up first.
Right. Yeah.
So, I want to ask too. Like, I've seen some of your stickers. You have characters on there. Like where do you get the inspiration for these characters that you put up?
So my personal life has a lot to deal with. Has a lot of to do with kids.
Okay.
So they're like inspiration, and then the girls. I feel like in graffiti is more of like solid colors or this type of like color scheme, and it's like I feel like it should be different. It should be more colorful, more characters. Just love the characters.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, I think characters are cool. Like when I seen your character, it gave me like an anime vibe. So that's why I asked, like, if you were to see if you're like an anime fan or based it off that.
Yes, definitely. I love Steven Universe. Spinell's one of my favorites. Spider-Man's another one. Gwen.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah. Just like I don't know, I guess kind of relate to the characters a lot. Yeah.
For sure. All right, Gwen, we're gonna take a little music break. Right after music, we'll be back with this interview with Gwen. Y'all listen to Lost Element on KQBH 101.5 FM. Community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory. Broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. What's up, y'all? We're back. Y'all listen to Lost Element, KQBH 101.5 FM. We're gonna jump right back into the interview with Gwen. First question I got for you is, do you have any funny or wild stories you could share with the listeners?
Yeah, I have this specific one. It's like funny, crazy. So me and the homegirls went out to go paint at the freeway, and it was during the day, so we were just painting, and I guess someone called the cops on us because I'm just painting, and the homegirls, I guess, see the cop to the right, and something told me to turn around to the homegirls, and I look, and they're over here running already, and I was like, what? I was like, no warning, no nothing, so I just grabbed my bag and started running. And they're like, the cops. And I was like, I didn't see no cops, but I'm still running. So we were on the freeway, so I had to go down towards the freeway. And then we were like stuck against the traffic and the walls. Yeah. So we were just like trying to hide on the walls. But we're like, we have to get out of the freeway. So one of the homegirls was like, we just jump in someone's truck. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, we're not going to do that. Like, we got a thing. So I don't know, I just put my thumb out, and I was just waiting for someone. It's like, it has to work. I seen it in the movie, so it has to work. And it did work. No someone way. In the SUV, like a girl, she just pulled up, and we all hop in, and then everybody was mixing up their stories, and I had told the girl straight up, I was like, hey, can you take us out? Like, the cops are like right behind. We just need to get out of here. And she shout out to that girl. I didn't even get her name, but she's like, okay, yeah, get in. She's like, I'll drop you off in the next exit. And then the homegirls were like, oh my god, that creepy guy didn't leave us alone. And I was like, wait, what? I was just looking at them confused. And then the other one's like, oh yeah, that homeless guy, I don't know why he came back. And I was like, so confused. I was like, okay, well, all right, whatever you guys want to say. And then she dropped us off to the next exit, and then we just got off. We started changing, tying our hair up, putting on our sweaters, and we started playing because I had left my car back there. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, fuck. I was like, my car's gonna get towed. Oh no. So I was just like stressing. So one of the homegirls, took our paints back to her crib. She cashed an Uber. And then me and the other homegirl, we were just walking and we're like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to wait it out for a bit and just like run to the car and just get in and leave, you know?
Yeah.
And we waited for like a couple minutes. We were walking around and yeah, we went back to the car, grabbed the car. We were just laughing the whole day. I was like, that was crazy. I almost got caught. I was like, that's crazy, leaving me not saying anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the craziest ones I've had.
Damn, at least you guys got away. You did the hitchhiker thing, like I seen it in the movies, and it worked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that worked. That's crazy.
Yeah. So now you know.
Now you live to tell the story. Next one I got for you, you know, like being in LA, you know, it's one of the hubs of graffiti. How would you explain to an outsider what LA graffiti culture is?
It's definitely its own community. It's something cool. It's something that you don't. There's people that come and see it, but there's nothing like actually living in LA and experiencing everything. Just walking down the street to the liquor store and you see a new tag.
Yeah.
So it's a cool feeling.
Yeah, most definitely. Next one I got for you is, you know, with graffiti being an element of hip hop. Do you still see graffiti tied to hip hop personally, or is it its own thing now?
No, it's definitely its own thing. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, here and there it goes to hip hop, but I can definitely say like it's its own genre.
Yeah, I feel it. Like I agree. I think it's like the roots are hip hop, but like nowadays, like you know, you got punkers who are probably up more than the hip hop head.
Yeah.
Or like the ska community, you know, like graffiti's everywhere now.
Yeah, definitely.
Next one I got for you is why do you do graffiti?
It's an escape from the reality. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I feel like not a lot of people understand the feeling or why you do it, so it's like very special.
No, I feel it. Yeah, I feel like all art is, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I see graffiti as art, but I want to ask you, as being a writer, like, is art, or is graffiti art, or is it vandalism?
It is definitely art. People take their time, put their sweat and tears in it, so it's definitely art.
For sure. I want to ask too, what's one of the biggest lessons this game of graffiti has taught you?
To be honest, graffiti's made me more mature, more outgoing, and it's like how can I put it? There's a lot of diversity in graffiti. Like there could be teachers tagging, there could be fast food worker, it could be an artist, it could be homeless person. It's a very good like mixed.
Yeah. No, I feel that. You know, you see one name, and like you build an image in your head until you meet that person, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, that was a doctor.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah. I've met a lot of people like that. Like they write, and I thought it was a girl. It turns out it was a guy. Their style was different. I was like, okay, oh shit. And then I seen other styles where like I thought it was older people, and turns out they're young people. And then vice versa, thought it was older graph heads, and no, it's the new generation just moving
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I feel that. Like I've seen some names like walking through the yard. I'm thinking this guy's tall as hell because
Yeah.
I can't get up there. I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
I don't see any like someone standing on a bucket next to me. I'm like, dang, that person. They're small. I thought
Yeah.
they were huge. These letters are giant.
Yeah, there's not, honestly, the people I've met, there's not a lot of tall people. But when I find them, I'm like, whoa, you're tall. I can see why your tags are like super high up there.
Yeah. Next one I got for you is like, nowadays social media is everything. So I want to ask, what's your take on the impact social media has had on graffiti?
It's been a big one. I feel like people know each other through social media. I've talked to a lot of old heads and they're like, yeah, back then we didn't have no social media. We either met you at the yard or it's about it. Yeah. But now it's like one message away, hey, you trying to go paint? So it's like a lot's changed.
For sure. Do you think it's bad or good?
I feel like it depends on whoever. Because I feel like sometimes it's bad because I feel like some people don't take their letters serious and they just want to post like random places or their little tag. And it's also good because there's you have these people where they do take their time and like social media helps them like share it with everybody and they're like, whoa, like you did that, you know.
Oh yeah, it was good and bad in it. I think it's cool that like you get to see like the different places, through social media. Like I always hear people talk about New York, Europe. Never been there, but I've seen the graph through.
Yeah,
IG.
That's a whole different level from LA.
Yeah. Next one I got for you is like, graffiti. It seems like it's getting more mainstream. Like whenever I talk to older people, it was like a subculture. But like you see big companies use graffiti, video games. So I want to ask what your opinion is on the commercialization of the culture.
I think it's good because it's like, I feel like back then graffiti was very more like hidden. You couldn't talk about it. People would call it vandalism. I'm like, why are you doing that? Blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, people are starting to see that it's art. People are starting to respect it. They're like, whoa. They see something, they're like, let me take a picture and show it to other people. So there's that.
For sure. Next one I got for you, being like active writer, is where do you stand on graffiti versus street art debate?
I don't know. I personally like street art. They put more of like, how can I say? I don't know. I feel like they put more work into it, and then it's always something to go. Look at that one. I don't know how to put into words.
Yeah, like I was like way to put it, like you think graffiti should stay in the streets or is like gallery shows,
I like it in the streets. I think it hits different, definitely.
So I want to ask you, like, do you ever think about legacy, like the legacy of your name in graffiti, and like what you would want people to remember when they see your name, like down the line?
Yes. I wanted to go big just because I'm a girl, and like I said, I feel like girls don't get as much as recognition for it. And it's like if I could become someone better, I mean bigger, then the future girls are gonna be like, oh, I'm trying to do a tag. I'm trying to become like this person. Like for me, I like Mr. B Baby. She's like I just started seeing her around, and I'm like, her murals are so like they tell stories.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to be. Wait, who did this? Who designed this? What is the story behind it? Because she did one where like it's a piñata and it's like crying. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what the meaning. And I'd rather still continue like trying to find it than go and message her and be like, what does this mean? You know?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Why do you think not too many girls want to do graph?
I feel like it's the support. We don't get as much support as I guess guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one I asked, you brought up like hitting some train yards or even hitting up walls here. Like, what would you want someone to take away when they see see a Gwen piece or Gwen tag? Like, what do you want them to get from that?
Inspiration to want to go bigger than me, want to do better than me, or just get inspired and make a piece and be like, she inspired me to do colorful art or black and white art, or start including characters in it. Yeah.
That's right. So what keeps you going, when things could be like, risky, when you feel tired or drained, like what keeps you going out there?
For sure the feelings. It's I don't know how to put it into words, but it's a nice rush feeling. You kind of feel like you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, the feeling definitely.
Sure. Do you think like graffiti, would you say it's a lifestyle or an addiction? Like, how would you label it?
I feel like it depends on the person. A lot of people say it's a lifestyle. Because it's something that not a lot of people get into it. Mm-hmm. And it's either you do it or you don't do it. There's no like, oh, I randomly do it. No, you put all your into it or you don't. And
for sure. Alright, if you had to pick one, like in graffiti, which one would it be? Like fame, respect, or longevity? Longevity?
Yeah.
Why longevity?
Just because I feel like being famous doesn't do anything but stroke your ego.
Yeah.
And you want to put in like dedication to your pieces, Make it, like I said, make people wonder what it means. Get people's attention and make them think, make them fall in love with your art, make them want to buy your art. Just put more thought into it.
For sure. Alright, this next segment is called our quick hitters. So first thing that comes to mind, first one I got for you is your favorite brand of spray paint.
I don't want to say Loop.
Loops? Okay.
Yeah, it's I had issues with other brands.
For sure. Now, yeah, Loops are nice. That seems like everyone's favorite right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a smoother paint.
For sure. This next one, not graffiti related, but it's the best local food spot out there. Someone should go try.
Los Cuñados by I think it's Vernon and Central.
Okay.
Yeah, they make on Saturdays. They make some bomb chicken.
Okay, for sure. So go there on Saturday, order some chicken.
Yeah, grilled chicken.
Okay, for sure. Last one I got for you is what's a piece of advice maybe to a young girl out there who's thinking, you know what, I think graffiti's for me.
Yeah.
What advice would you give her?
Pick a name and start practicing. Start practicing everywhere you can. Books, throw your little tags. They're gonna come out different, but just keep practicing. The longer you do it, the better you're gonna be later on.
For sure. All right, Gwen, before we sign off, do you have any shout outs? Any last things you want to say?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Virtual, give a shout out to Choicer. They've been having my back in graffiti. Appreciate them. Shout out to Lotus and Austin, her friends' kids, amazing. And shout out to whoever supports me and the haters.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, for sure. Gwen, thank you for the interview. You guys been listening to Lost Element on KQBH 101.5 FM, community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. We'll see y'all next week on the next episode.